What's up, everyone? It's Cannan, back again, once again, with a new Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma video, and that's because it seems like we're getting new stuff every day, and I'm not able to keep up with it regularly. So it's good on one hand because it gives me more stuff to talk to you guys about, but the other, it's like, man, I wish I had more free time to keep up with this stuff better. But this all started today when a new feature regarding the marriage system was announced that I was like, I've got to talk about this. But anyway, hope y'all are having a good morning. This is going up on Friday morning. I'm recording Thursday night, May 22nd, 2 weeks before the official release date of Guardians of Azuma. And I found out today, because the new schedule at work got posted, I'm off on June 5th, meaning I will be off on release day. And like I said, if I can afford it, I am definitely going to buy the game digitally until my Earth Dancer edition gets here so I can play it day one for you guys. Now, I do have a poll on the post tab asking if you guys want me to do it as a stream or as a Let's Play series. And so far, Let's Plays is winning by a landslide. You might have to scroll down for it because it was a couple of weeks ago when I did the poll. But the first episode might have to be a stream. It depends if Jess has to work that day because, as you all know, besides being my wife and partner on this channel, she's the other half of the couple. She also does the editing. She does the thumbnails, all that. There have been a few live stream thumbnails I've kind of scuffed to get up, but if she has to work that day, the first episode will have to be a live stream, because we can do the thumbnail the night before. But if I can get the energy up and be excited enough, I might actually do 2 streams that day, one in the early part of the day and one later in the evening. We will see. But yes, be on the lookout for that. If I can afford it, I will definitely be playing day one, but the first 2 episodes might have to be a stream, and then the rest after that will be Let's Plays. All right, if Let's Plays win that poll. So remember, if you've not voted in it, go search it on the post tab. It'll be there. You'll see it. All right, so before we get to the marriage feature, there's a few things that have been released since the last video I did for features, and that is, for one, this character right here, who we have seen in trailers and all that. So let's translate it. This is, let's pause that so we can play from the beginning. Rune. Now, please remember, these may not be the translated versions of their name. They might be different in the English-speaking version. We'll have to wait and see. But this is Kanata's caretaker and shrine maiden. A rabbit were-animal, she has a hard-working and serious personality and is always worried about Kanata. And this is what she sounds like.
あら、マイテ様ではございませんか。ようこそいらっしゃいました。あら?
Kind of has an Ora voice right there a little bit. But yes, that is Rune. I don't think this is one of the... We finally also have all of the 6 sacred treasures, which I'm going to cover in another video. So this is the Heavenly Country. It was once a place where only pure gods and their relatives lived. Due to the impact of the collapse of the Dragon Star, the divine power of the gods was weakened. It has become a place where monsters run rampant. It is said that even the gods cannot easily enter the innermost sanctum. I know a lot of people were upset about some of the textures and how empty it is, but I mean, from what it sounds like here, it's kind of been abandoned, and monsters are the only thing that's left, so that's why it's so empty. Also, if you guys hear a little buffering, it's very hot in here, so I've got a small fan right in front of me, so it might be hitting the mic a little bit. But yes, that is the Heavenly Country. Let's see what we got here. Skill points. When you do various activities in your life and adventures, you will earn the corresponding skill points. Additionally, at the end of each day, you can earn general skill points based on your activities that day. Skill points are used to gain new abilities. All right, so we're going to have a skill point system. Let's see what we got here. Skill tree. All right, this was to be expected, though. Is this the first Rune Factory game with a skill tree? 5 definitely didn't have one. I can't remember if any of the others had one. This might be the first one with a skill tree. By using skill points, you can gain various abilities. New attack methods have been added. Unleash the power of your sacred treasures. You can also acquire skills that are useful in daily life. So that's exciting. Got another little shrine here. Okay, just says shrine. In various parts of the country of Azuma, there is a shrine dedicated to a god. You can receive a recipe by offering a dance at the shrine. Okay. A little quick way to get recipes. Got a little bit of gameplay here. Oh, and things did. Oh, are they showing what happens when you faint? Okay, fainted. When HP reaches 0, the protagonist faints. They are forcibly returned to the nearest village's Raijinaja shrine. There is no cost for treatment. The amount of general skill points gained will be reduced. Also, I can't stay awake after 5 a.m. Be careful, you may faint. Okay, so no staying up after 5 a.m. It's kind of good that there's no, like, cost for getting treated, but you will not get as much skill points, general skill points at the end of the day if you do faint. Used to, villagers and all that would get mad at you if you fainted. Okay, this right here I'm going to cover in another part here in a sec. This is what I really wanted to talk about. This is big right here. The law of crossing the world. Current marital status and children. You can travel to a world that could have been while preserving your levels and items. In a different future that I didn't choose, you can start a new life with your new partner. You can freely move between saved worlds and return to your original world at any time. For each save data, up to 30 world lines can be saved. This is huge. In the past, if you wanted to see all of the marriage candidates, like all of their romance scenes, their marriage scene, having a kid with them, you literally either had to start a new game or you did what I did for Rune Factory 5. You would get all of their affection levels up to a certain point and then just make multiple save files, and then after you got done seeing the marriage of one, you would just go to that older save file and do it all over. Just keep on doing it. So I've wanted something like this for years. Not even just in Rune Factory, in Story of Seasons as well. This way, without like just sacrificing a lot of time, just go, like, it'll literally save everything for you. Possibly it'll save before you got married, maybe, but it won't affect your current marriage in your main world, and you can just one by one marry the other candidates. It's kind of Marvelous's way of saying, we know you want to marry everybody. I can guess the only reason why these 4 are shown, I think maybe in this current file, well, 5 technically, because it looks like we're playing as Kaguya in this one. It looks like maybe these are the only ones whose affection is high enough for you to marry currently. And maybe if there's more, there'll just be a longer line. Get in queue. But this is great. Like, for someone who really looks at Rune Factory and seeing romance as a big part of the series, like I do, you know, Story of Seasons, yeah, it's a feature, but it seems like romance plays just a slightly bigger role in Rune Factory, maybe because it's more story focused and more RPG-like. But I just think something like this is very handy. This literally makes it easier to see the other marriage candidates and not just like have to go through the game again and play it all the way through just to see a cutscene. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. If the game's got good replay value, then that's fine. But not all of us have the time to play 12 different full playthroughs. Maybe over the course of years, maybe by the time Rune Factory 6 comes out, you'll have been able to do that. But it looks like this just makes it a little bit quicker. So bravo to Marvelous for this. I know I kind of threw them under the bus in that DLC video I did yesterday, but I like this. I like this a lot. So now we are moving over to the Japanese website. I like the Japanese website a bit more because there's a lot more here than on the American website. Like, I really should have just went here and did all the stuff and covered my videos, because here's one thing. Like, for the characters, on the American site, it's just the marriage candidates. For some reason, they don't have a place for the NPCs, which is kind of weird. So, yeah, I kind of wish I had just, though some of these are definitely translation errors, because they're not 100% accurate. Like 10, her name's not 10. But the thing that I want to talk about today, some of this stuff like dance and some other things I'm going to talk about in separate videos. What I want to talk about is this one: life and love. Ooh, look how beautiful that is. Life in the village. Due to the impact of the Ryusei collapse, or, how the Great Collapse. Now, like I said, this is translated, so it might not be 100% accurate. The village is becoming more wasteland and depopulated. The main character, who is the Dancer of the Earth, will help restore the village to its former vitality and restore it to a village where people can live with peace of mind. It all started with Spring Village. As the story progresses, you'll be able to visit the Summer Village, Autumn Village, and Winter Village, and live in the village of your choice. Since the seasons are fixed in each village, you can always grow crops that match the season. Okay, really the first thing I've seen about festivals and competitions. So this, I'm excited for this little read. Festivals and competitions. Festivals are held in each village on a specific date and time. You can check the timing of the festival from the calendar. When you enjoy the festival with the residents, you can see special reactions that you can't usually see. In addition, by examining the ledger in each village, you can hold a competition/contest on a specific day. And the contest, each contestant, I think it means, will bring a designated dish. Pretty much cooking festivals. And so you're seeing like different things here. The one I am interested in is this one right here, of Kaguya and Marosaki. And Kaguya is wearing a kimono, it looks like, or maybe a yukata. I still get them both mixed up a little bit, but hopefully this is an outfit that we can wear whenever we want to. But who knows? It might be tied to this specific festival. This looks like it might be like a fireworks festival, so fireworks festival confirmed, maybe. But this also means that the marriage candidate who you go with will also change clothes. So that's very exciting. It makes you want to see the different kind of kimonos for each and every character. It doesn't say, though, that if certain festivals are relegated to a certain village. I'm guessing that might be the case, but not 100% sure. Fishing and cooking. Fishing, you can fish at the water hole where there is a fish shadow. The fish you catch will be recorded in the fish encyclopedia, and depending on the number of fish types, you will receive a gift from Watarashi. Cooking. You can create dishes in certain establishments and bonfires. Cooking can help you recover HP, RP, boost your stats, and more. The variety of dishes increases by obtaining recipes. Now, of course, bond level, we know what all this is. It's not just for marriage candidates, it's for non-marriage candidates as well. But in those cases, it'll be friendship. Love, certain characters develop a more intimate relationship. So yes, this talks about getting married and all that. And of course, in this work, romance between the main characters and same-sex marriage are also possible. And here, once again, we see the worldwide crossing law. You can cross into a world that you didn't choose. By practicing the crossing the world law, you can go to another world while preserving the status of your current marriage partner and children. You can connect with a different person in a different world. You are free to move to the saved world, and you can return to the original world at any time. There are 30 world lines that can be saved. I can already see people saying, oh, we're isekaiing ourselves to another world so we can be unfaithful to our husband or wife. Like, that's rough, But I love this feature. I think it's going to be very helpful. I think for people who like making the marriage candidate videos where they just play the scenes for the character, this course is definitely going to make it easier for those kind of content creators. But just for the average person who works a 9-to-5, 5 days a week, it'll be easier for them to maybe see their second favorite marriage candidate, third favorite, and so on, a little bit quicker than, say, starting a whole new game. Just want to check how long I've been. Okay, I just wanted at least to make sure this was an appropriate length. I didn't want to put up something too short or too long, but I think that's all I've really got for you guys today. Tell me, what do you think? Like, do you like the idea of them creating a system where if you want to see the storylines of the other marriage candidates and see if there's really much difference in their wedding scenes or anything like that, that they've made a system to where you can pretty much do that? Or do you feel like you're being unfaithful and stuff like that? It's going to be messed up if they kind of hint that our character knows they've jumped worlds. If they're kind of just not really privy to it, it might make it come off a little bit better. But storyline wise, yes, it's kind of sussy. But like convenience wise and time management wise, I think it's a smart thing. It's like they are literally throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this game as far as features go. I don't think I've ever seen a Rune Factory game have this much stuff to try out, like in any of them. Even Rune Factory 4, which had a ton of content in it, didn't really have these kind of features. But then again, it was originally made for the 3DS. There's not much else they could have done. Plus, that's back when Neverland was pretty much on its last links. But yeah, definitely a step up from Rune Factory 5. Rune Factory 5 and this game might as well be two different series, because they are, if 6 is anything like this. Now, of course, the game's not released yet. Let's play the game first before I get too excited. But so far, features-wise and content-wise, if Rune Factory 6 is anything like this, I think Rune Factory's in a good position. I think Rune Factory is definitely in a position where maybe not overtake, but then again, a lot of people think it might overtake it because so far, last few years, ever since Pioneers of Olive Town, all Story of Seasons has done is remakes. But we do know there's a game in production that's all new. But I don't know if it'll ever overtake Story of Seasons, because Story of Seasons is older and has been around way longer than Rune Factory. But if this game delivers and it's top quality, and Rune Factory 6 is right at that same quality, Rune Factory might be the RPG / farming sim that people talk about. I would love for it to happen. Who knows if it ever will? You know, this game might come out and Marvelous might drop the ball somehow. But so far, from what I've seen, it's got way more content than 5. It looks like it has the potential to be way longer than 5. And from what I've seen Switch 2 gameplay, I've seen Steam gameplay, and I've seen Switch 1 gameplay. Besides, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, if you're still worried and still on the fence about the Switch 1 version, from what I've seen, it runs just fine on the Switch. It nowhere has the problems that 5 did. And like I've always said, if they can get Xenoblade Chronicles X, yes, it's an older game, but that game was pushing it even when it first came out on the Wii U. If they can get Xenoblade Chronicles X to play smoothly on the Switch 1 in 2025, there's no reason why this game should not run way better than Rune Factory 5 on the Switch. But I'm going to end it there. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. As always, guys, this is Cannan. Me and Jess love you all very, very much. Please stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.